Jetzt neu.
Now we're going somewhere. Let's see if they put this in Splatoon 3. Let's go.
Hier geht es um Leben und Tod. Ich denke, wir sind Soldat.
big shout out to my Splatoon fans, my Splatoon community.
What's up, chat? Welcome. We're back for another stream. This is the huge special occasion. We are starting the 10-year legacy specials for Splatoon 1. The actual anniversary, it's on the 28th of this month. But we can celebrate that across the month, you know, before the actual date, by playing the whole series, all the way from Splatoon 1 to Splatoon 3. Playing hero modes, a little bit of the online modes, and Octo Expansion include hero mode on Splatoon 3. And we're not doing side order because we already did that, so we're gonna have to skip it. We recently did that, but yeah, we're gonna be doing that across the month. So yeah, I hope everybody sticks around. So yeah, how we doing, Chad? What's up? Happy weekend, everybody. Octoling, Scarlet, Deadwing, Strider, welcome. Strider, how you doing, man? For last night. This is the exact reason why I asked you when you wanted to do this. Cause I was like, no, there's no way we're doing that on a Sunday. Or even the Monday, you know, which is the actual anniversary of the channel. Been better, most of the game was a blur now. Well, there's the bot if you want to see it. If you want to remember what you did and what you said. But yeah, last night was a blast. It was really fun. We have to do that again sometime. Imagine doing that on Bowser's Castle. I just can't imagine the whole square filled with Bowser spaces. Would be wild. But yeah, chat. Before we start to play, I actually would like to watch some trailers and commercials. At least for now, Splatoon 1 focus commercials and trailers, you know? You see, back in 2015, we had very interesting commercials regarding Splatoon 1. I'm pretty sure some of you know. So yeah, I would like to take a look back to how it was back in 2015, you know? And even the E3 trailer that was showcased in 2014, if I recall. Yeah, like a year earlier for the actual release. And that'll be a terrifying experience because I still haven't played on that map. You haven't? Really? Well, I got to play there a couple of times with y'all. It's insane, I would say, but it's fun, you know, because of the chaos that happens there. Yeah, what's up, chat? Hopefully more people joins before we start. Give that a look. Do you intend to put that on YouTube at any point, though? I'm far more active there. Yeah, well, hopefully. Yeah, someone on Blue Sky asking about the YouTube side. Yeah, unfortunately, I have not been uploading any YouTube videos as of recently. Mainly because I have been on a burnout with the YouTube content. I'm also like, what should I do next? I wanted to do the Mario Kart Legacy like on separate videos. Hopefully, I still could do that. Maybe. And then for the Switch 2 release, hopefully I can do a multi-stream for y'all. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I still plan to upload YouTube videos. Just have to I just have to get the motivation, for that. Yeah, we'll see.
Auf mich als Kind viel zu krass, viel zu
Be like that, yeah. Especially because I have been so focused on drawings lately that I just barely have time to work on the YouTube side of the content and all that. Yeah, and it's gonna be even harder this month now that I'm gonna be mad focused on commissions. I'm gonna be locked in. So yeah. Yeah, how we doing, chat, on this weekend? Everybody excited for the 10-year anniversary? Chat, what do you think we are getting for the anniversary of Splatoon 1? What do you think it's going to happen? Nothing? Nothing? Wow, chat is just wow. You think nothing at all? You know what I expect, chat? A tweet post, and that's it. It's just gonna be a tweet post, and that's about it. Oh, with Firebird also excited to celebrate the anniversary of Splatoon. Nice. Yeah, just grab yourself, I don't know, a cup of coffee, and that'll wake you up. We can celebrate that together. But yeah, it's sad to think that there's probably nothing happening for the 10-year anniversary. So this is probably copium, but maybe the third kids. Although I highly doubt it. Aside of that, I don't think there's anything else happening at all. But we'll see. Let's see, what do we get? We get Splatoon 1 HD. Splatoon 1 Deluxe. Oh my god, this Splatfest is gonna be which game you prefer, isn't it? You know, that would at least be something. By placing the community against each other once again. And then drink coffee? Ah, well. How much you wanna bet Splatoon 1 will still win? Yeah, it's very likely. Many people, there's many people that started from there, so it's obvious that Splatoon 1 is going to win. Many veterans, you know? I mean, the Squid Sisters won the Grand Festival. Not too far-fetched. Anyway, this is the first stream I joined. Oh, thank you! Yeah, I saw that Twitch said you're the first time chatter. Yeah, welcome. You're welcome here. Yeah, like everybody. I hope you enjoy the stream. Yeah, I usually stream on the weekends since I focus on the week I focus on drawings, so I don't really have time to stream on the weekends. But maybe I can change that. My plan is to change that in the future. You know, eventually being able to stream on the week. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the streams. But yeah, speaking a little bit on the Splatoon 1 side of this, I think we all know that that was one of the games that carried the Wii U, you know, because the Wii U just was a total failure, and there were only like 2 3 games that were carrying the system. I believe it was Splatoon 1, Mario Kart 8, not that much though, and Smash. They were the only 3 games that everybody was playing in that system. And of course, Splatoon 1 really carried the at least the last 2 years of the system around 20 and expanded. That's more on the Nintendo side of things, you know, that they just don't want to do anything with them. So yeah, it's really wild. And yeah, we are here to celebrate that, chat. 10 years. So why don't we just start watching the commercials? What was the first footage of Splatoon 1 that we had? Was it the E3 trailer? 2014? God, this is 720? Oh no, it's 1080. Doesn't look like 1080 though. Bro, the music is so different, by the way. Yeah, there's something with a Splatoon 1 gameplay that the colors look mad saturated, Chad. Look at that. Look how much the saturation is with the colors. Splatoon. Oh, they don't show anything about the hero mode here. I guess that was still in development. What is this? Japanese reaction? Oh, they also had it on the Treehouse event. June 11, 2014. Jesus.
Welcome back, guys.
we begged and pleaded and managed to get ourselves some more time with Splatoon because
we saw the tweets, the comments, more Splatoon. We actually already had it scheduled, but you're in for a treat either way.
I'm also really obsessed with this game. So we're gonna, I think, go into some more advanced strategies this time. But
yeah, I mean the game never gets old watching for me anyway. So it's just a blast to watch.
We're also, though, right at the beginning of this segment, going to go over the basics again, just in case somebody missed the first one. So I don't want to hear any snarky internet comments about how we're showing the same thing again. I just want to go over just the basics.
Yeah, I don't remember watching any of this.
It's got a nice little warm up to sort of get everyone familiar with the controls. They're about done with that actually, but
like Chad, I'll be completely honest with you. I remember I saw that first gameplay, the one that we just watched, and it didn't catch me. I was like, what is this game? Then instead I was just mad focused playing the Smash. I mean, just trying to catch up with Smash 4, you know, because I believe this was also the year that they revealed the game. 2014, 24 E3. Yeah, I think it was this E3 as well. I'm not sure.
What they're going to get ready to do is play a 4-on-4 online multiplayer. They're playing local LAN style here at E3, but this is a game you'll play at home online.
Online, right?
4-on-4 turf war. And what we mean by turf war is that you're running around a map, and instead of like standing in one spot to claim a piece of turf like you might in some games, you're splattering the entire map with ink to and whatever you
not much didn't change.
Temporarily. Until somebody else
even though this is a year prior release.
Depending on what you're seeing in the feed,
It's still it looks very similar.
Obviously, you're going to be running around and splattering both other players and the ground with ink. But on your gamepad screen, you're going to be seeing essentially a real-time approximation of what's going on in the battlefield. You're going to see all the ink.
Okay, this guy knows how to play already.
Who's winning, basically.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of my favorite parts about this game is you're never quite. You think you know who's winning, but it changes dynamically. I mean, it's every 2 seconds it's changing. It's not as straightforward as like, oh, I'm up 8 to 10 kills or whatever.
Yeah. And so just again for people just tuning in, basic controls.
Yeah, not that many
really
changes that I can
with
see.
With the left stick, you're moving your view with the right stick, and then there's sort of fine.
Octopus Horizon, welcome.
With the gyroscope in terms of aiming.
Oh, the gyroscope. I mean,
Emily next
we
send years
my
of
favorite implementation
of his
of
Squid
analog
Sisters in a
twin
Splatoon
stick,
1 Direct.
analog controls, but
Oh
because
yeah, I remember that Direct. We also have to watch that. We have to watch that as well.
It feels so familiar, so intuitive right away. I love it.
It's not like shooting a bullet. You're shooting a constant stream of stuff. So seeing the fine tune like just change the arc
It's
of
one of
where
those
all your
things.
Yeah,
so
not
much
much.
of the other base.
Not much had. Oh yeah, I remember. There's different now or never music though.
Yeah,
I think
middle.
purple pushed too far and let green in behind him.
I don't know though. Middle. Purple has all the middle.
Yeah, this one's gonna be dicey.
You cannot listen to it here though. But the now or never music, it's so different. I do remember that.
I found that a lot of times we get some of the best players in the treehouse playing this. It's often the last 30 seconds, 20 seconds, even 10 seconds at swing matches because as a squid you can carve so much. You can just
It's hard to
carve your way
listen
right
to
into
it
enemy
here.
territory. And the more if you master the art of shooting and then swimming, swimming, it's just like.
You see how nasty it is when he's in the other ink?
Oh yeah.
Just like it's like walking in tar. Again, I was talking about this earlier, but look at high ground is so important up here because you have people down below you just hosing them down. It's no problem, but they're below you trying to angle up and get their ink on you.
This is getting nuts. This is where the action usually happens, right here in the middle.
I think they got it though. I think because they were holding so much of the other base.
I think this one looks like.
Ask them about the cat.
Oh, we need to know more about that cat.
It clearly has a deep and maybe dark backstory.
Yeah.
How did he get here? How did he start judging these Splatoon matches? We'll have to find out. All right, let's. Smitty, you want
Look
to
at the demo screen. That's so different.
So this is the
Warm
warm-up
up.
thing. We kind of jumped past this the first time, but this is a chance for everyone at home or people that are here at E3. It's just such a great E3 experience. You get a chance to sort of learn the
And
controls,
so sad that
the
E3 is
really
gone.
intense 3-minute rounds.
Yep. Yeah, I think. I mean,
It's gonna be a
we all
thing from
play-
the past.
We all play all kinds of games, and among them we play third-person shooters, first-person shooters. So I figured I would just know automatically how to play this. And to be honest, when I first picked it up, I did feel like I really knew the movement. I mean, it felt really natural. But the subtle.
Replayed. What
Because
happened
you can
here?
jump to a teammate's location or back to base. You could like have, as long as you have 2 guys on the front line, you can have guys feeding back in. I mean, to be honest, I can't even imagine where that's gonna go, but it's gonna be cool.
I get
Splattered. That word is
He's showing us
different
something here.
here, if I
Look
recall.
at that. Oh,
Splattered.
I love that too. When
He's
you
not
you
a
see somebody-
splatted.
You
He's
see
right
it-
there.
You see an opponent and then they dip into the squid, into the ink as a squid, and then
You
you,
s-
you think you know where they are, but you're like,
Yeah,
ah.
did you see that whole sequence? It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
they were right on top of each other, and
Look at this. Oh, This-
he's right there.
oh, yeah.
Oh.
And you notice that too. So when he exploded, like
Who
that,
was that?
By
Who was
super
that?
weapon, they didn't have
Oh.
and
names.
if you, I don't know if you noticed that too, but when he exploded, he actually
Specials.
exploded into the enemy's color ink. So like
Yeah, yeah.
they got a little bonus on it. And it's
Although obviously.
Yeah, pretty much everything
this
looks
is
the
close.
same.
They made a good push late. I thought they were getting killed.
This is gonna be close. I think green took it.
Nah, pink, bro. Oh man,
Oh, that's a different animation.
late push. They showed me something though. I mean,
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
over there
they're-
was
they're
doing
pushing
dirt.
it. Real quick here, you can see
Yeah,
you can
all
see
right,
also
Smitty,
like
all
up in the
right,
right hand
sorry,
corner,
man.
you can see how many like splatters you had, how many times you were splattered.
Okay, where's the what came after this? What came after this? Was it this? No, this is 2015. Came after that. Oh, this is longer. Oh, we also had the Zelda teaser as well. Same year. Oh, this is with the devs.
Hi, I'm Nogami, the producer.
Nogami, oh my
I'm
god.
Amano, one of the game's directors.
And I'm the other director, Sakaguchi.
Splatoon is an 8-player, 4-on-4 online multiplayer action game. It's all about controlling territory. Teams battle to claim their turf by splattering the map with ink, and the team with the most territory, when time runs out, wins.
Nogami-san actually came up with the squid idea. One day, out of the blue, he was like, hey, let's make them squids.
Rather than designing the characters and then making a game around that, we instead came up with the game first, and then created characters we thought would work well with the gameplay. That's actually how Nintendo prefers to approach game design.
One day, when Sakaguchi-san and I were hanging out on our day off, he said, hey, what if you're able to switch between being a squid and a person? For example...
They didn't mention that here, but before they came up with this squids idea, chat, probably everybody knows this, but that we were supposed to have bunnies, rabbits, rabbits shooting squid. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they were actually gonna go with that. There's actually 3D models done from beta screenshots, but they were like, why would the rabbits shoot ink? You know, and that's when they came up with the squid idea. You know, they were like, why don't we just make squids? You know, and that's how they came up with that. But yeah, they were actually so close to end up with rabbits. Imagine Squid Sister rabbits, chat.
Say you can only shoot ink as a person, but as a squid, you're able to perform a wider range of actions. With that as our main concept, we thought about different ways to expand the gameplay, and the squid idea meshed perfectly.
We thought of things like, what if you can swim really fast in your own ink as a squid? Or what if your feet get stuck when walking through enemy ink? Through this process, we kept expanding the game's features, which brought us to where we're at now, with players able to do things like ink and swim up walls and swim super fast through their own ink.
As a person, your first priority is shooting ink to expand your territory.
But yeah, they're
of the action. But because of the layering nature of splattering the ground with ink, you can tell by glancing at the map what other players are up to and where they're headed. I think that adds a new layer of strategy to a game like this. Spices it up a bit. The other neat use of the gamepad is making use of your allies' icons displayed on the map. If you tap one of these icons, you'll blast off from your location and land next to them ready to go.
Chad, let be real with me. Do you miss the gamepad features? Or would you rather play like how it is in Splatoon 2 and 3? 'Cause I generally have seen people miss the gamepad because of how it used to work with this game, you know. At least it's one of the games that I actually made use of the gamepad, you know. Because not everybody on the Wii U, all the devs were just like, yeah, let's just ignore it, you know, and just use the gamepad as the controller, but not use the like the screen features and all that, you know. I play with gamepad, so I don't have an opinion. Is it a little? Well, once you get into it and you know like actually try it, it is fun. You know, I'll give it that. It is fun. My only complaint is that it gets a little bit tired, you know, because it's quite heavy to hold. That's the only thing. Also, Bowser, welcome. What's up? Come back in time. Yeah, we're revisiting Splatoon 1. At least for this stream. I prefer a Pro controller personally. Same. Like, yeah, it is fun playing with the gamepad. All the features are really unique and interesting. But I prefer just the regular controller.
This is just one more mechanic that adds a nice twist to the strategy.
Your enemies are shooting ink as well. With regular guns, you can't really see bullets flying by. But since this is ink, you'll be able to see it flying from around a corner, and you'll know, whoa, there's a bad guy over there.
Whoa.
If you forge forward and ink a path, your allies will be able to use it to follow you, and you'll be able to get to your enemy's territory quicker. But on the other hand, they can just ink over that and ruin your strategy. In this way, splattering ink is both an offensive and a defensive tool.
There are a lot of different ways to play depending on your style. Some people like to stay hidden in the ink for a long time and wait for the perfect chance to pop out. Other people just blaze ahead, inking a path to try to get as far as they can into enemy territory.
Yeah, you can easily tell that they had
different tactics you can employ, but no matter how you play,
they had this such a good idea.
you'll never feel
Like
you're
not
playing
much
alone or in a
change.
vacuum. It's pretty magical.
Not that many stuff
You like
changed
to try and
from
ambush people, right?
Do I? Yeah, I guess so.
from
I
the
play
first
a bit
time that they
safer,
showed
lay
up.
down a lot of ink and make it
Game.
hard for enemies to advance into my team's territory. I like to stay at home and protect the base.
Yeah, that's not my style at all.
I'm just plain bad.
Yeah, Nogami-san, you're really not very good.
This is the regular trailer. Okay, what came after this? What was next? This is still E3 2014. Oh, hopefully we can listen to the Now or Never music here. The tutorial. It sounds so different. The music sounds extremely different. This is just the same. Yeah, I know this is such a little detail, chat, the music, but I just find this stuff fascinating, you know? Like how much things change from early development to final release. It's crazy. But the gameplay is just the exact same. I don't see anything different. I mean, to be fair, what would you change anyway, you know? I guess only the points that you get there. Let's skip to 1 minute left. Yeah, look, take a listen, chat. Yeah, I kinda don't like it. It's very meh, yeah. I prefer the final one. I don't know, like it sounds... it sounds like it could work for another mode, you know, but not for this one. Not for that one. What did we have after this? This is still E3 2014. What do we have next? Did we have the next update a year later? Yeah, because this is 2015. Splatfest incoming. Splashback? No, that's not it. Mesh Fest Inc. exclude. What the fuck is this? It's a real life event? What the fuck?
We're here at the Santa Monica Pier in Los Angeles at the...
Oh, that's Krista. The fuck, chat?
We're here at the Santa Monica Pier
Okay.
in Los Angeles at the Splatoon Mess Fest.
Yeah, former Nintendo employee.
Exclusively for Wii U on May 29th.
Wow, dude, that's crazy. Can't believe. Why haven't. Bro, James Marsden? What the fuck?
It's like a real life video game, and I'm about to get really messy, so I'm very excited about that.
Fucking Cyclops? Bro! Why haven't they done this again?
Inspired by the actual gameplay elements.
That's actually fun. It looks fun, not gonna lie. Ray left us, that's why. Ah, yeah, you're right.
Contestants transform into
You're
squares
right.
and then purple or green ink. Then they fight their way through their opponent's ink, which is known to slow you down in the enemy ink ring. Next,
Bro,
the
that's
testers
crazy. I
exchange
never
points.
knew this happened.
At the end of the
Whoa.
course, Team Purple and Team Green battle it out against each other in a turf war by covering the area with as much paint as possible. And finally, they'll battle it out in a turf war on Wii U.
I just really like what Nintendo's doing with their take on the first-person shooter. The teamwork's great. I love it.
Here's something original and new, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, people love this game, man. Back in the day, people fell in love. It's crazy. It's just such a good concept, you know? Such a good concept. This was prior release, by the way. That was very, like literally one day before. So, I think we got way too ahead. What was after E3 though? Splatoon single player trailer? Was it this? 60 FPS. What? So they have one that is 30 and another one that is 60? Is that what I'm getting? November 17, 2014. Okay. So this was next from what I can gather. Yeah, it's 60 FPS. Oh yeah, this was, yeah, I remember this now. Okay, yeah, this is the first time they showed off hero mode, and there's some cut enemies. Yeah, those are cut enemies. I'll just go. I just let it go. Yeah, it looks pretty. It looks pretty similar. Such a good trailer, by the way. The rivals, they have a different armor. Splatoon. Yeah, that was the very first time we saw the story mode, you know, single player mode. Okay, now let's analyze it because there's so many shit that did not make the cut. Especially these. What the fuck are these? How they were supposed to work? And why did they cut them? I don't think there's much information about these enemies, nor being leftovers or something like in the files. I don't think anyone has that in mind. That as far as I know. I think they got threatened to give a T rating, and that's why they cut it. But why though? Because of the armor? The way they are dressed? I assume this could be a different version of the Commandos. Was it Sniper Commandos Blood 1 enemy? Oh, that may have been that may have been it. I'm not sure, but maybe. Yeah, I never guess like their purpose, you know, and I don't think anybody has that in mind this or like found out what was their purpose. Also, chat, something that I noticed. Yeah, the rivals have different armor, by the way. You cannot see that here in another shot though, but they have a different armor. Chad, look at the golden at the power egg icon. Look at it. Is it just me or is that a fucking salmon? Is it just me or is that a salmon? It is? Holy shit. Did they had planned that all the way back in Splatoon 1? Like the whole salmonids and all that jazz? I don't think that ever gets mentioned in the at least Salmon X. Yeah, but it's just crazy to me. They had all that planned before. Salmon X is more of a 2 thing. So why is the salmon here? I don't think you can see the salmonids and at least tease some teases of that here in this game. Because it's meant to be Salmon X. I never seen these, and I don't think that it is like this in the final game, from what I remember. Hi 10, welcome. What's up? X are batteries. Yeah, I think yeah. From what I remember, I have to take a look back at the Sun Scrolls. I don't remember much about them. I think this is our rival Octoling back there. Funny hair. What else do we have? I guess the layout. I don't know what was supposed to be this, by the way. What was that supposed to be, like a mini game? This? Because it could be something that was only animated for the trailer, although I doubt it. Maybe it was a mini game. Hmm. Oh, what's that? Bro. There we go. Look at this. Agent 3, by the way, Chad. This is early Agent 3. So funny. Oh. Look at this. What the fuck is this? It's like a giant octopus. Hmm. The anatomy. So they do have bones, from what I can see. Hmm. They had human skulls as far as back as this, yeah. Yeah, also here, the rival Octoling. Yeah, look at the armor. Different boots. I guess the weapon looks slightly different. I think someone restored this, by the way. Someone restored this with a mod, if I recall. Yeah, I like the early version, you know. They look more geared up. A little bit. Agent 3 just looks the same. Exact same. That's it. Okay. Splatoon Extended COD. Oh, I think this is a commercial. What was after this, Chad? What was after this? Hard to beat perfection? Yeah. uh was it this the one that has the Squid Sisters? That like the first. Oh yeah, it is. But when is this? May 7th? Bro, that's like 20 days before release. Did they took that much time for the next update? Oh, there has to be something. Commercials, no. At least not the commercials yet. Trailer. Hmm. Yeah, I guess that was it then. I don't see anything else. Yeah, we'll see the commercials after the presentation. We'll also have to see that. But yeah, I don't think anything came before the presentation. Yeah, I don't see anything. Update? No, that was after release. Okay. Alright, then let's just watch it. 33 minutes. 7:20. Wait, what? On May 2nd, 2015, the Squid Research Lab introduced a gathering of scientific experts to a new breed of squid. Today, the world will hear their exciting findings in a series of video records. Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Hello there. How are you? We here at the Squid Research Lab are doing wonderful because later on we'll be filling you in on how you can get involved in our squid research. But first, it's our job to present to you our findings on the ecological curiosity
Yeah,
of
it
this
is weird.
fascinating squid creature. Excuse me? There is no creature? Oh, sorry about that. Here, please take a look. A really good look.
So wacky.
See? A little squiddy. But this is no ordinary squiddy. This particular squid can in fact transform into a humanoid. Eureka indeed!
Bro, the audience.
In squid form, they can dive into and become one with their ink. while in humanoid form, they can utilize various tools to cover their turf with it. Trust me, I'm geeking out too. I'm a scientist. That's all I can do. While we have officially named this breed of squid the Inkling, we prefer to just call them squid. Unsurprisingly, they each have a gender.
Huh?
There are Inkling boys and Inkling girls. And like more common squid, they can alter their appearance at will, including skin tone and eye color. For some reason, though, their hair-like tentacles seem to change color automatically in combat situations. Another curiosity. These squid apparently gain the ability to transform into humanoid form at the age of 14. In this bipedal form, their stubby legs move relatively slowly. But as a squid, they can swim through ink at high speeds. It's hardly worth comparing. They swim at nearly twice their running speed. This affects jumping too. The height they jump is equal in both forms. However, if they build momentum before jumping, their distance will significantly increase. Despite everything I know of gravity, matter, and science in general, they can
I noticed they don't jiggle as much like in Splatoon 3 when they move.
However, they strangely cannot seem to cross this little barrier. Must be a mental thing, I'm assuming. Continuing this trend of odd behavior, it seems Inklings only shoot ink in humanoid form. Using the Wii U gamepad controller's gyro sensor, one can alter which way they're aiming and make adjustments as they ink. Ah, ink flowing like a torrential waterfall. Science is beautiful. Plop some ink, hop in the ink, swim in the ink. This is the basic movement pattern of the Inkling. We've barely dipped into this creature's odd behavior patterns. Let's dive a little deeper into this titillating batch of scientific goodness.
Turf War.
One unique Inkling habit is to protect its habitat. Oh, the humanity, or the squididity. Inklings refer to this goopy, garish scene as a turf war. They split up into 2 teams of 4 Inklings each. Then, they fight. Why? To claim their turf, or at least to cover more of it than the other team in 3 minutes' time. Their weapons of choice?
Anything that dishes out massive inkage.
That's not all, pupils. Your points also determine how fast you level up. Fascinating. Squid are all about happening events, especially turf wars. And here are a few spots to find them. This strange location is called Urchin Underpass.
Yeah, aren't those their official names?
Concrete walls. So the clever Inkling will memorize the shape of the path between these areas. Squid should especially watch out for the path connected to the center plaza. It gets messy there. Next, we'll examine the salt spray rig. This danger zone is known for the large chasm between its high and low areas. Both teams will surely attempt to claim the large area on top to earn a victory from above.
I don't think that changed.
That said, if they're not paying attention to the lower area, the opposing team may turn the tides of battle covertly. Blackbelly Skate Park contains many wide open areas, so the battle takes place all over the map. It's a race for ownership of the center platform. If a team can manage that, they should be able to manage a win by controlling the higher ground. Walleye Warehouse is a close quarters map. Teams are locked in a tug of war on 2 sides of a series of obstacles. Arowana Mall jams both teams into a narrow area for intense matches.
Yeah, man, the maps were much better here.
Anywhere, like my chronic rash. Yeah, right there. Moving along. Although Inklings are mere squid, I must say...
Except Bluefin. I hate Bluefin.
They'll wear hats, glasses, outfits, and shoes, collectively known as gear. Now, I'm no fashion expert, but as a scientist, I'm utterly enamored by squid culture. My theory, these fashionable squid trends must stem from an urban habitat. Let's take a look. Here it is, Inkopolis. Fashion central for a young squid kid. Inkopolis is home to various shops, like a weapon shop and a clothing shop, each one owned and operated by a charismatic shopkeeper. Now, take a look at that tower in the middle. The shopping area next to it is called Booyah Base. Here,
Booyah
each
Base? Is
shopkeeper
it called
represents
like
a
that in the
different
final
section of marine
game?
life.
I don't recall.
This one
Yes?
is the clothing store.
I don't
Johnny
remember
Fresh.
that.
It's a specialty shop for tops. The store clerk, Jalonzo, has a unique speech pattern. But he's popular with the Squid Kids, so I guess that makes him hip. Maybe that's why he wears a different t-shirt every day. He's got a rep to protect. Next up, the shoe shop, Shrimp Kicks. This store is devoted to the fashion of foot gear. The store is owned by Krusty Sean, the tiger prawn. He loves shoes so much, he wears a different shoe on each of his 8 feet.
Crossy Sean.
Here's the headgear shop, Cooler Heads. In addition to caps and hats, it offers glasses and other accessories too.
Oh
And
yeah,
the
there's
poster
also
girl for this
some
shop. She's a bit timid, but she has a
gear that
huge
didn't make the
following.
cut.
Bunch of fan squid, if you ask me.
I don't think
Oh,
they're shown
and
here in
Mo.
the
He
trailers.
sure has a sharp personality. And finally, this is the weapon shop, Ammo Nights. The store owner is Sheldon. This horseshoe crab is pretty much obsessed with all things military. Get him talking shop and he just won't stop. But his knowledge of weapons is definitely top-notch. A word of caution, however. My research assistant tells me that the variety of weapons and gear available at shops will improve as squid level up. Next, I'll lecture on some weapons his shop carries.
The weapons.
There appear to be 3 major types of ink-based weaponry. For rapid-fire inking, look no further than the shooter. For long-distance projectiles, there's the charger. And to squash opponents while spreading ink, say hello to the roller. Now, let's review the signature weapons of each type.
Oh, they only had these
This is
3 at the
standard sword
beginning?
weapon. It shoots rapid-fire bursts when the button is held, allowing squid to quickly cover a large area. With this weapon, the careful inkling will be well equipped to claim turf or
I think
take down
Splatling
foes.
came after, right? Like
One
in
such
an
weapon is
update
called
or
the
something.
Aerospray MG. It fires quick bursts, so its user can hose down a relatively large area in a short time. Speaking of short, it's a short-range weapon, so it'll make quick work of nearby targets. Next, I'll show you the Jet Squelcher. It has the longest firing range in the shooter category, making it a fairly effective sniping tool. The last shooter of the day is the Blaster. It shoots bullets that explode into ink. Enemies may be caught in the blast, but a straight shot will easily wipe them out. Next, let's examine the Charger. This type of weapon requires a short charge.
Blasters were
Then
shooters.
it's
Yeah,
one
I'm like,
massive shot.
yeah, I was also like, wait, how are they counting them as shooters? You know? I was like, what? That's so weird. I believe that changed later as well with the introduction of Splatlings and all the other weapons that we know now. That's weird.
It's perfect for soiling pants. I mean, distant enemies, or for splattering the land in linear fashion.
Bro, they probably consider Splatling
This
Charger.
Charger is the
I would not be
E-Meter
surprised if
3K.
they showed it up here.
Its charge is fairly time-consuming, but its firing range is impressive. This is really going to be... Yeah, that had to hurt. Relatively speaking, of course. I mean, oh, ouch again. This next one is the Splatter Scope. Some chargers like this feature a scope, making it easier to aim at distant enemies. Last, but definitely not
Okay,
least,
no. Yeah, that
the
was
roller
that
is a
was
key
later.
weapon for advancing forward while marking turf and steamrolling opponents. Shake the roller, and it will spread ink all over, splooshing any foe in an Inkling's perimeter. Sploosh. The Dynamo Roller is a prime example. It's a tank of a roller that chugs along slowly while deflecting incoming fire when shaken. The 3 types we just showed you are all main weapons, but there are sub-weapons and special weapons too. Together, a main weapon, sub-weapon, and special weapon make a set. To Squid, selecting a weapon set that suits one's battle style is of pinnacle importance. Sub-weapons consume a relatively large amount of ink. The amount depends on what type is used. There are 9 sub-weapon types, including some gadgets and support tools that have the scientific community geeking out.
They never wrote that back.
One example is the suction bomb. It sticks to walls and other surfaces, exploding shortly after. Now, for a different thing that goes boom, try the burst bomb. It may not be as powerful as others, but it explodes on contact and uses less ink.
There was only turf at launch too? Oh yeah, I remember that.
The point sensor is a support tool. It doesn't attack.
Yeah, the Rainmaker came later.
And shares that information with all teammates.
I believe that's when they also introduce the Splatlings and the other weapons. With that update.
It's on the ground, detonating after a certain amount of time, or automatically when enemies pass by.
You also have to see that as well.
The Squid Beacon is handy too. Set one down and teammates can super jump straight to it.
What about the other ranked battle modes? I think that was also introduced in the update.
But it will slow them down a bit.
I'm pretty sure. Or maybe they also explain it here. We'll see.
They can only be used after filling up a gauge by covering the ground with ink. The ink strike defies reason. Touch a location on the Wii U game.
Wait, what do you mean one charge? Did I just miss that?
When enemies pass by. The Squid Beacon is handy too. Set one down and teammates can super jump straight to it.
Oh wow, dude!
The disruptor doesn't damage rival Squid, but it will slow them down a bit and lower their abilities as well.
No, I believe they changed that in final release, didn't they?
Weapons are perhaps the most intriguing of all. They can only be used after filling up a gauge by covering the ground with ink.
No? Oh fuck. They were shit. Yeah, that was kinda useless.
The ink strike defies reason.
It took till 3 for them to be okay? Wow.
Creating a fearsome ink tornado.
I miss the ink strike. That's the only weapon that I would like to see it back, but it only works. Oh wait, wait a second. They could still bring back the ink strike without the gamepad. You know, when you pull out the special, you get like another screen in which it lets you choose where you want it to strike. You know, that's the only way I could see the ink strike come back. But I kind of miss that weapon. It was one of the good ones in this game, you know.
The bubbler is pretty self-explanatory. It creates a protective bubble that deflects enemy attacks. Get near a teammate, and they'll get bubbled too. And finally, the Kraken can turn an Inkling into a giant invincible squid.
Oh yeah, the Kraken here.
Anyway.
It's so tiny.
So, let's see. A main weapon, a sub-weapon, and a special weapon. It seems Squid always go into a turf war with a set of these weapon types. But Squid battling proficiency isn't just about weapons. Let's take a look at the area outside Booyah Base to find out more. Inklings like to
what about triple ink strike? Fuck triple ink strike.
These particular Squid are other players encountered online or via Miiverse. But if Inklings are one thing, it's fashionable. They've developed several brands of couture and enjoy mixing and matching styles to create their own unique look. Studying the different types of gear squid use offers some fascinating insight into their strategies. If a squid sees something they like, it can be special ordered. A closer look reveals icons on this gear. These denote what I like to
Bro,
call...
whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck is this? What is this, Chad? Is that in the final game? Huh? Nope. What is that? They don't even show it here. What is this as well? Must be a placeholder? I don't think so. You know why? Because since this is the beginning, they were probably toying with a lot of options, you know, like a lot of type of upgrades, you know. So they probably had a lot of everything. Then in the end, they had to cut some. My guess it could be that maybe lets you, I don't know. It gives you 30 seconds of advantage of what though? I don't know, maybe an upgrade or armor or something. I don't know.
to call abilities. Each piece of gear comes with abilities that can power up an Inkling. There are many types of gear abilities. For example,
Yeah, it doesn't even show up
a piece
there.
of gear increases ink efficiency. The lucky Inkling who has it equipped will consume less ink than usual when using a main weapon. Other abilities include damage up, defense up, and speed up. Plus, more curious ones like the ninja squid and stealth jump.
Oh, wait, there it is, there it is. Opening gambit. Last ditch effort. Cold-blooded. I remember now. Oh, so they are in the game, in the final game? I don't remember them. That made it in? Okay, I see. What about cold-blooded? It boosted your abilities for 30 seconds. Oh, I see. I see. And the cold-blooded bandit Shiva reference? Cold-blooded stayed until Splatoon 2. Oh, I see, I see. I see.
The number of abilities each piece of gear can have is based on its star count. The more stars it has, the more slots it will have. Up to 4 abilities can be equipped per piece of gear. However, other than the first one equipped, abilities are assigned at random. Frequent usage of the same gear apparently generates more abilities to equip. In this way, Squid can level up a piece of gear to enhance its strength or make up for its weaknesses. And so, gear combinations can improve one's strategy. By the way, I suppose I should explain who this mysterious fellow is. His name is Spike, and somehow he can increase the number of slots allotted to gear. That said, one can't make a request without a super sea snail. And it won't always be easy to acquire one. If one does take advantage of his services, it may be possible to optimize the abilities of every single piece of gear. Oh, and remember, gear ordered in the plaza can be picked up from Spike. Wait, did you see that? It looked like a peculiar old man was peeking out from that manhole. Or a squid hole? Aha! Let's see what happens.
And there it is,
Oh
Octo
my.
Valley.
Science, you've outdone yourself. Who could have imagined something like this existed underneath Inkopolis? I've heard this old manfish's name is Captain Cuttlefish. Likes ordering Inklings to battle with octopi, it seems. And maybe it's the outfit, but that Inkling actually seems to be taking his orders and prepping for battle. Man, squid really are suckers. What's this? A tea kettle-like thing? If my calculations are correct, and I assume they are, that tea kettle is somehow connected to the octopi nest. No, you brave fool! Don't go in! Science tells us that the natural nemesis of the squid is the octopus, or in this case, the octarians. But octopi will do. It seems that Captain Cuttlefish has ordered the Inkling to take back a zapfish stolen by the octarians.
Yeah, that looks the
There are many
same.
types of these octopi, and they'll use whatever arms necessary to stop the Inklings. They do have plenty to spare. Just look at all those gadgets. And gizmos.
The wizard marketing was terrible. Yeah,
To
man.
survive it, Inklings must shoot ink in human form and use their squiddy navigation prowess to circumvent them. Sneaky little suckers.
Yeah, I can't just easily tell that the marketing for this in Japan was like miles different, you know.
Some octopi
There is
may
the
move
rivals.
like squid when they attack. Or they may be a bit more powerful. Worse, gigantic weaponized squid boss, anyone?
Oh, the bosses.
My research indicates that items can occasionally be found in the middle of an area. For instance, this armor increases an Inkling's durability. Looks like there are other helpful items too, like the bubbler or other special weapons. And these little things are scattered all over. They're called power eggs. Apparently, power eggs power up your weaponry. For this reason, it's a good idea for any squid worth his tentacles to collect as many power eggs as possible.
That icon is still there,
However,
but
of all the items out there, we at the
I don't remember
Squid
that in
Research Lab
final
are
right in
most
the final
interested
game.
in these, the sunken scrolls. One scroll is hidden in each stage, and each one reveals another piece of this world's mysterious past. As I've stated previously, squid are all about big events. The Squid Research Lab proudly presents...
oh,
The
here
Live
comes Chad.
Performance by the Squid Sisters. The Squid Sisters are a new hit group comprised of Callie and Marie. They're
Our
the
very
hottest
first
stars in
look
the
at the
equal
Squid
world.
Sisters. What's with the lighting, by the way? There's no lighting at all. They look pale as fuck. They're not rendered.
And
Yeah.
I'm back. Science never sleeps, and neither
Why?
can I.
Oh, that was a. Oh yeah, there's the
Right now,
ranked
We're
mode.
looking at the second floor of Inkopolis Tower. It's the Battle Dojo. Here, Inklings can compete in local multiplayer skirmishes, play against friends casually, and practice to perfect one's skills for online battles. The goal?
Not rank?
Elementary. To deflate the most balloons and...
Oh yeah, multiplayer! I
One
forgot
player
about
supported.
this, Chad. I forgot this is the only Splatoon game that had local multiplayer. It's co-op, yeah. Oh god.
But taking
And
damage
they
will
never
subtract
brought
some
that
points.
back.
Points earned during the last minute are doubled. That way, underdog stories are abundant, as are total stompings. In this mode, one player uses the gamepad, while another plays on the TV screen using a different input device, like the Wii U Pro controller. After earning their tentacles in Battle Dojo, a confident squid may want to swim onto the World Wide Web to battle against opponents from all over the place.
All the challenges?
Look no further than Inkopolis Tower to enter such an online battle. There are two types of online battles, regular battle and ranked battle.
Oh,
Regular
there's
battle refers
ranked.
to the turf wars, which I detailed in research.
So there
chapter
was
number 5.
ranked.
In this mode, the winning team is decided based on the amount of area covered in their ink. After each match, players are shuffled between the two teams like the motion of particles, randomly, in other words. In this mode,
Not in day
teams
one.
can easily join friends who are already playing online. As always, teams are chosen at random, so they may end up as bitter rivals. In online battles, wise squid will notice that certain weapons offer key advantages in certain stages, so weapon choice is an important strategic decision. To best apply these strategies to the battle at hand, Inklings always choose
Every
from two
4
stages.
hours, oh
These
yeah.
stages change out
It
every
took
4 hours,
longer
giving
in
eager
this
Inklings a
game.
reason to fight throughout the day. In fact, a newscast will announce
They changed that
which
with
stages are
Pretendo,
available for players
obviously.
to change out,
But
allowing
4
players to
hours,
pick the
bro?
right weapons set
Damn.
for their current situation. The other online mode is called Ranked Battle. There's more than one way to play this mode, including Splat Zones, where squid brothers and sisters fight for control over a specific portion of the stage. Whichever team holds on to this area longest wins the match. Because both teams are drawn like magnets to this one area, these battles are incredibly fierce by nature. In ranked battle, players are rated based on skill, and skill alone. Ranks go up and down based on wins and
Is
losses.
Pretendo good? Yeah, it is good.
From C- to
It
A+,
is good, and I would
across
advise
9
you to
levels.
play
That way,
there
players
if
of similar
you want to
ranks
play
can face off
Splatoon
against
1.
each other. All right, here's where we separate the Inklings from the Squid Babies. You see, to participate in ranked battle, one must reach level 10 or greater. But that's not all. One other condition must be met to play ranked battle, a global condition. All across the world, the more players that reach level 10, the closer we'll get to reaching an exciting new event. At that point, ranked battle will be unlocked for the world to enjoy. The Squid Research Lab will provide status updates on this worldwide event on Nintendo's social media channels, including its official Tumblr account, splatoonus.tumblr.com.
Tumblr? What the fuck?
Splatoon.nintendo.com. I'm sure that together.
Oh
we
yeah,
will
Nintendo made
squid
use of that
to reach this
back in the
goal
day.
no time flat. And in the meantime, you can enjoy honing your skills, unlocking gear, ranking up, and fending off the Octarian threat. Now, for what is quite possibly the most startling—
Wow, there was only splat zones. Only splat zones. So yeah, the Rainmaker came later. That's crazy. There was a Tumblr account, apparently. Hey Sammy, welcome. I remember that in the time we had to unlock that, yeah.
Soon, Inklings the world over will have tons of exciting
Yeah,
events
they
to look
both
forward
came
to.
later.
It all starts after the launch of Splatoon.
Oh, wait.
Tons of exciting events, startling revelation of all. Soon, Inklings the world over will have tons of exciting events to look forward to. It all starts after the launch of Splatoon, with various elements being powered up with free content. You won't know what to expect, but you will know to stay tuned for what's happening and what's coming. Sometimes new stages will be added to the mix. The initial selection has plenty to wrap your tentacles around.
Oh shit, Bluefin was one of the updates as
Soon
well.
after launch, some far more technical stages will be added. New weapons will be introduced as well, including this one,
Okay.
the Ink Brush. This roller-type weapon looks like a paintbrush, but the only art it specializes
Oh, wait.
including this one, the
That didn't came day one?
New weapons will be
Oh shit.
introduced as well, including this one, the Ink Brush.
Bro, there was a lot of stuff that they added in the updates.
But the only art it specializes in is Turf War. Eventually, new gear will be added as well, including clothes and shoes. These events will also usher in new rule sets for ranked battle. The next to arrive is called Tower Control, and by silence.
Oh, okay,
is
there it
interesting.
is.
Stand on the tower in the center of the stage, and it will start moving on a rail toward enemy territory. The team who pushes through the tower and to the goal first wins. Sadly, the poor inkling on the tower will be a constant target for the opponent team.
It is in the Boxar, the ink brush? I didn't know that.
Must protect him. Natural selection at its finest. Ranked Battle will also receive a third rule set called
The Rainmaker.
So far, my research is inconclusive, but they must have called it that for some reason. Making it rain, baby. Making it rain. Oh, yeah. Moving along, August is when the competition really heats up with a major event.
August
This new
2015.
event will add in 2 additional matchmaking options as more and more players master the
Enhanced
strategies, weapons, and stages of
matchmaking.
turf war and ranked battle. The first allows 4 friends to team up and search online for another team to battle against. And the second option will gather 8 friends together to wage custom online battles, enabling players to choose any stage and any rule set they want. This will be perfect for settling old scores or starting up new rivalries with seasoned squid buddies. Sounds tasty.